Hello, welcome to the major news broadcast for the day on Ogtv. I am Adewale Dusumu. First, the highlights. Governor Abeokuta signs 1.055 trillion naira Ogo 2025 appropriation bill into law. Warri Refinery resumes operations as President Tinubu commends NNPCL over reopening. House of Reps Speaker advocates diversification of Nigeria's economy. Guinea junta faces calls to free opposition leader.
Nigeria gets World Bank $1.5 billion for subsidy removal tax bills. Details of these and more on the business segment of the news. I am Bukola Agbakisu. Thanks for joining us.
And on sports segment of the news, AC Milan sacked Paulo Fonseca after 6 months in charge. I'll be back with details and other updates on sports segment of the news. I am Sheyi Alao Tongawe.
The bond of our common humanity is stronger than the divisiveness of our fears and prejudices. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogo State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at OgoTV, Instagram at Ogo State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. Now details. Ogo State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has signed the 1.055 trillion naira 2025 state appropriation bill into law. The signing, which took place at the governor's office, Okemoso Abeokuta, was witnessed by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide, principal officers of the House, the State Deputy Governor, and members of the State Executive Council. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Ghani reports.
Speaking after receiving the clean copies of the bill, Governor Abiodun appreciated members of the Assembly for the speedy passage of the bill after due diligence and commended their high level of commitment to their constituents and the state, hoping that their collaboration with the executive arms has led to the state growing in leaps and bounds.
Having gone through the process, inviting the relevant commissioners, department heads, and agency heads, ensuring that the budget reflects the desires and wishes of our people. To your satisfaction, the entirety of the House approved this budget, and I want to thank you for this early passage. I think it demonstrates a high level of commitment and dedication to your constituents and to your state.
The governor also announced that his administration would in the coming month sign the partnership agreement with potential partners for the development of the Olokola Seaport. He said the government would also focus on the provision of more basic infrastructure with the signing of more memorandum of understandings with the private corporate bodies in renewable energy, agriculture, and other sectors that will boost the state economy, while noting that his administration would be relentlessly in the pursuit of infrastructure that would engender more socio-economic development. Governor Abiodun revealed that emphasis the Ijebu-Ode-Ekpe, Shagam Abeokuta, Aton Lusada Agbara, Ota Abeokuta, and Ilaro-Wode roads have played important roles as they have helped improve the state internally generated revenue through the influx of more people and industries.
But for us, as a responsible state government, we decided that our people do not know the difference between a federal and a state road. Done that to tell you that we appreciate all you have been doing for us.
While appreciating the governor for the facelift given to the assembly complex, Right Honorable Lemide said his colleagues worked tirelessly to ensure that the budget was passed on time to keep the will of the state progress going. Yusuf Ganiru, Ogtv News.
Details about the National Assembly's plans to pass the proposed 49.7 trillion naira 2025 appropriation bill have emerged. According to the legislative timeline, the Joint National Assembly Committee on Appropriation will lay its report on the budget on Friday, 31st January 2025, setting the stage for its anticipated passage in early February. The National Assembly's timetable noted that ministries, departments and agencies are expected to defend their allocation before the relevant committees starting from Monday, 6th January 2025. A memo obtained in Abuja revealed that the Senate committees on appropriations and finance will meet with key government officials on Friday, 10th January 2025. These officials include Wali Edu, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Atiku Bugudu, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, and the Director General of the Budget Office of the Federation. Joint budget defense sessions between the Senate and House of Representatives, appropriations subcommittees, alongside relevant MDAs will begin on Wednesday, 8th January and continue until Wednesday, 15th January 2025. The timetable indicates that the Appropriation Committee will present its final report on the budget on Friday, 31st January 2025. Completed, but operations have commenced. Commissioned in 1978 and managed by NNPCL, the Warri Refinery and Petrochemicals Company was built to supply markets in the southern and southwestern region of Nigeria. The Warri Refinery and Petrochemicals Company is one of Nigeria's 4 refineries, alongside the Old and New Port Harcourt Refining Company in Rivers State and the Kaduna Refining and Petrochemical Company in Kaduna State. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has expressed his profound joy at the reopening of the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, described the development as another remarkable achievement in 2024 that has strengthened Nigeria's hope in his administration. President Tinubu expressed his administration's determination to ramp up local refinery capacity and make Nigeria a hub for downstream industrial activities in Africa. According to the statement, the All Progressives Congress-led administration of President Muhammad awarded the contract for the completion of and rehabilitation and overhaul of the 4 state-owned refineries. President Tinubu noted with confidence that with the 125,000 barrel per day Warri Refinery now operating at 60% capacity, adding that his administration's comprehensive plan to ensure energy efficiency and security is entirely on course. He praised the Mele Kyari-led management of the NNPCL for working hard to restore Nigeria's glory and pride as a major oil-producing country. President Tinubu enjoined NNPCL to accelerate repair work on Kaduna Refinery and the 150,000 barrels per day second refinery in Port Harcourt to consolidate Nigeria's position as a global energy provider. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, was died at age 100. Carter was surrounded by his family at his home in his final moments. The Carter Center, since he passed on, has been an outpouring of remembrance for a life of principle.
What I do promise you is that I will lead our fight, and I will enforce fairness in our struggle, and I will ensure honesty.
Jimmy L. Carter, a peanut farmer from Plain.
The fact that I was a hunter and a fisherman and an outdoors person from my earliest life, I think set the stage for my future interest when I became a public official.
For President Jimmy Carter, morality was a personal obligation that became a national calling. A deeply religious man, he taught Sunday school for most of his adult life until the point in 2020 when he physically could not anymore, and he projected that same moral leadership from his entry into politics through his ascendance to the presidency. Once there, he understood in a deeply personal way that he was spreading values of decency, morality, and human rights to a Cold War world that needed hope. Since the announcement of his death, it has been an outpouring of remembrance for a life of principle. Joe Biden and Donald Trump have led tributes to former U.S. President and Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Today, America and the world, in my view, lost a remarkable leader. He was a statesman and humanitarian. He forged peace, advanced civil rights, human rights, promoted free and fair elections around the world. He built housing for the homeless with his own hands. And his compassion and moral clarity lifted people up and changed lives and saved lives all over the globe.
Carter, who lived longer than any president in history, died on Sunday afternoon at his home in Plains, Georgia, while Trump said all Americans owe Carter a debt of gratitude. Trump posted on Truth Social the challenges Jimmy faced as president came at a pivotal time for our country, and he did everything in his power to improve the lives of all Americans.
I've had a wonderful life. I've had thousands of friends, and I've had an exciting and adventurous and gratifying existence, and I'll be prepared for everything that comes.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu extends his deepest condolences to the government and people of the United States of America on the passing of former President Jimmy Carter, who died at the age of 100. President Carter, the 39th President of the United States, was a beacon of service to humanity, demonstrating to leaders worldwide the profound impact of dedication beyond the highest office. As a Nobel Peace Prize laureate at the State House in Marina, Lagos, under Carter's leadership, this visit marked a pivotal movement in U.S. foreign policy. It laid the groundwork for a pragmatic relationship between the United States and Africa, with Nigeria at its heart. President Tinubu expresses hope that President Carter's legacies of decency, character, and humanity, both in and out of office, will continue to inspire Americans and leaders worldwide to embrace the true essence of leadership. And the legacy of the popular democracy, equal rights, and peaceful coexistence the late former President of the United States of America, Jimmy Carter, left behind must be sustained by the world leaders as a way of honoring his memory. These were the opinions of people who spoke on the demise of the former president. Matthew Shomi completes the report.
The 39th President of the United States of America, who served a single term between 1977 and 1981, showed the world how to remain relevant and impactful after leaving the esteemed position. Jimmy Carter has departed the world at the age of 100. Even though many were not surprised at his demise, having lived to the ripe age of 100, his role in promoting peace, democracy, and eradication of diseases, as well as his enduring legacies of equality for all, has evoked the feeling of huge loss in the people of the world.
How I wish he lived longer than that, so that his contribution to the world economy, world politics, world international affairs will have no limit. In fact, he's a man of integrity, highly respected by other heads of state all over the world. Jimmy Carter is a specimen of democracy. It's an